How are we doing? We're working it. Logan Sargeant is just minutes away, guys, so make sure you give him a big cheer when he walks through those doors. A few minutes away. Hope you're very excited. Alright? Alright? Yeah! Very good. Alright, see you in a bit. I'm guessing we're going to do
started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Nigga, started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Nigga, started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. I can't forget from the jump. Living in my mind, we don't even
Hello Williams Racing fans, how are we doing? I know they can do better than that. How are we doing? Very good. Thank you very much for coming down to the Williams Racing fan zone here in London, in Piccadilly Circus, right in the middle of town. And thank you everyone also for joining live from across the world, wherever you are. I'm sure as these guys will attest, there's plenty to do here, plenty to see. We've got F1 23 on our esports rigs downstairs. We've got a Batak reaction wall. We've got a STEM area where you can learn how to kickstart a career in motorsport. And of course, as you guys have already seen, we've got three great cars as well. The FW45, the FW06 and the FW15C, which of course was driven to World Championship glory in 1993 with Alain Prost. The fan zone here is presented by Kraken. A word on Kraken quickly. If you sign up to Kraken, you can collect a physical pass from the shop here at the back. That entitles you to access to the Kraken mezzanine up here with plenty of pretty cool Williams memorabilia up here, as well as a free lanyard, exclusive prizes and giveaways, a 15% discount on selected merch, and free personalisation of a t-shirt of your choice. So, I think you will agree, plenty to see, plenty to do, and we're here all week. We also have plenty of people to meet, and the first one is waiting in the wings right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mr. Logan Sargeant. Logan, how are you doing?
Yeah, good. It's good to see a full house here. I hope you guys are enjoying the day. We've got a good little pop-up store here, so yeah, it's good to see you all here.
Now, I think you're in a pretty unique position in terms of home Grand Prix, right? We had Miami earlier this season. It doesn't really get more homely than that. We're going back to the States twice more, but you're also a London boy now yourself. So, in theory, you could count Silverstone this weekend as another home Grand Prix, no?
I wouldn't consider myself a London boy yet, but no, it's definitely a home GP away from home. You know, it's probably my favorite track on the calendar, so it's always nice any chance I get to go to Silverstone. I feel like it's honestly the one event where the fans bring the most energy of the year, so that's obviously amazing to see. And yeah, it's a great track. I'm looking forward to getting out there this weekend.
Let's talk about Austria very quickly. P13 in the end. Some encouraging signs there, right?
Yeah, I think for the most part the weekend was strong. You know, I didn't quite get it together in qualifying, which was a bit of a shame. But I think you know the pace we got in the race was more representative of what we were capable of doing throughout the weekend. Yeah, it shows that we're making steps in the right direction, and the plan is to make it the start of something good and build on that going into this weekend.
We're approaching halfway through your F1 rookie season. Zoom out a little bit. What have you made of it so far? What are your key takeaways?
That's scary. I think we're halfway almost out of Europe. Doesn't feel like we're halfway through. But no, I think the key thing for me about my first season so far in F1 is just the level of competition, how tight it is between honestly the entire field. It's insane. 1 foot wrong, and that can be the difference between top 10 and P20. So it's extremely difficult, but at the same time, I'm loving the challenge, and I'm loving how much I'm having to push myself this year to keep improving. And yeah, getting closer and closer, and that's what matters. So we'll try to keep that rolling.
Any standout moments to this point?
Standout. I think home Grand Prix, Miami, the driver's parade before that was amazing. To be able to engage with the U.S. fans for the first time was really, really special. And I'd say that was one of the coolest moments so far this year.
And as we look ahead to the second half of the season, hopes, aim, expectations, what are you looking out for? What should these guys be excited for?
Yeah, I think first of all, the team's done an amazing job to have brought decent upgrades to the car. Obviously, more competitive, that's for sure. More opportunity, and we'll do our best to make the most of that in these next races to come. I think, we have a few really good tracks for us coming up with Monza on the horizon. That's a track that we know will be very capable of scoring points at. So we need to make the most of that. Also, heading home later in the year back to Austin, Vegas. Vegas again should be a really good one for us. So yeah, we'll try to make the most of the opportunities that we have to score points. And until then, I'll just keep doing my best to improve weekend after weekend.
Let's talk about this weekend then. And Silverstone, it's a track that you have some success at, or have had some success at. You must be pretty confident going into it.
Yeah, generally it's one of my best. So I'll try and keep that up. It's been good to me in the past. F3, F2, Formula Renault, it's always been one that I've gone well at. So the goal is to keep that going. I think what I needed to focus on throughout this year most was working on high-speed corners. So Silverstone gives me a bit of a mix, a lot of high speed there. So I'll do my best to I guess get on top of that as I need to in Silverstone. But yeah, it's a track I know how to drive. I know how to drive it quick, and we're going to do that.
Very exciting stuff. Right, I'm going to throw it open to the floor. I believe I have a couple of glamorous assistants with a microphone. There's one of them. Would anybody like to ask questions? This is Logan Sargeant, one at the front here.
Hi there. Logan, you're one of the drivers on the grid from Florida. You're just up the road from Daytona. So the question I have to ask non-Formula 1 related, would you ever consider doing NASCAR, and if so, where do you think you would place?
That's a good question. At the moment, no. The race outside of F1 I've always wanted to do is the Indy 500. Would I do a NASCAR race? Sure. I want to do one on a road course. Actually, a supercar driver just won one of the races yesterday, so that was insane to see. But I have no idea where I'd place, but I'd like to do a street track. Ideally, probably Watkins Glen.
Okay, good stuff. Question 2.
Hi there. Given track limits were such an issue this weekend, is there anything as a driver that you'd like to see done differently in terms of the policing of that?
Yeah, I don't think it was the best look for us, to be honest. I think it's honestly been a problem in Austria for the past few years, and I think now it's at a point where something needs to change. I think the track is amazing. I don't know what exactly they should do. Maybe put sort of like a strip of grass around the exit of 9 and 10, something that is clearly slower, and then just let us drive. I think at the moment the whole track, when it's like in Austria, is a bit silly.
Okay.
Hello, do you have a pre-race routine to prepare?
Yeah, so before every race, I have a warm-up with my trainer, Ben. We go through our standard routine. I listen to music. I feel like that's my way to sort of get in the zone. And yeah, other than that, I like to review everything with my engineers before I get in the car for the last time, and yeah, just get in the car and go.
Okay, another one.
Hi. If you can choose a teammate from the former Williams champions, who would you choose and why?
Good question.
Probably Nigel Mansell. I don't know why exactly, but yeah, I feel like, yeah, I don't know why.
Any more questions? We've got one at the front here, man.
Hi Logan. So the upgrades are coming this weekend for your car. We've seen Alex Martin. Where do you think the upgrades can put you in terms of the tools?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Where do you think your upgrades this weekend will put you?
Where should the upgrades this weekend will take advantage of this? Like,
Yeah, I had them in Austria. I think Austria was probably a better track for the team than Silverstone will be. But I think we still have opportunity there. So yeah, honestly, I think it'll be hard to be as competitive as we were, well, especially Alex was in Canada, and we were also pretty strong in Austria, so I think we'll be a little bit behind that, but we'll do our best to do as good as we can.
okay, we've got time for one more question from you.
Hi again, I'm from Belgium, so my question is, what's your thoughts regarding the Spa Grand Prix, especially after what happened this weekend?
Spa, yeah.
Yeah, obviously it's a terrible day for everyone in motorsports. Obviously, I was there in 2019 when the last time it happened. I think at this point something needs to change. Obviously, it's not a nice feeling for any of us. Obviously, my thoughts are with Delano's family, but I think for the FIA and F1, there has to be a change. It can't stay as it is.
Okay, so all our thoughts are delivering with the ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Mr. Logan Sargeant. Logan will be taking photos and signing all of your stuff, so